Hey KB, and welcome to our new main story of the week. Now, this week we are going to be learning all about what we do when the weather is very bad outside. So, this is a perfect story for us because this is called Waiting Out the Storm. So, in this story, we're going to read about a child and their mother and what they do when a storm comes. Now, this story is realistic fiction. Let's remember that realistic fiction has characters, settings, and events that could happen in real life. And the characters in realistic fiction act like real people. So this is a fiction story, it's made up, but it's about real things from real life. Okay? Now, in this story, we're going to read to find out how a mother and a daughter stay safe during a storm. Let's check out the author of our story. Her name is Joanne Early Mackin, and the illustrator is Susan Gaber. So our author wrote the story, Joanne Early Mackin, and Susan Gaber was the illustrator who created the beautiful pictures in our story. So sit back, relax, and let's listen to Waiting Out the Storm. Now, one thing I want to show you before I start to read is you'll notice that there's some different looking types of letters and words in this story. Okay. And the author chose to do this so we know when one of the characters is talking. When the daughter is talking, the words look like this. Okay. When the mother is talking, we'll see the words change to a different font to look like this. The author did this so we can easily tell who is talking in the story. It helps us so we don't get confused. So let's start with what the daughter is saying. She says, Mama, yes, Buttercup, what's that I hear? It's only the wind in the treetops, my dear. Why does it whistle? A storm's on its way. The wind calls the raindrops to come out and play. Now, let's start to think about the events, the order which the events are going to happen in the story. So we're at the beginning of the story, and this is what's happening first. Okay? The characters are noticing that a storm is on its way, and we can see the sky start to change a little bit. They come when the wind calls. They burst from the cloud, skipping and leaping and laughing out loud. They spin and they tumble, they bounce on the breeze. They dance to the tune of the wind in the trees. Now, let's think about what we just read there. It says that the raindrops come when the wind calls. This text makes me imagine that the raindrops are excited. It says they are skipping and leaping and laughing out loud. I imagine the drops of rain are happy and they're dancing down from the sky. Mama, yes, Buttercup? What's that I hear? Now look, um, it looks like it's raining now, and they have their umbrella. Where does it look like the characters are starting to go? Good, it looks like they're heading inside. Why do you think they would be heading inside? Yep, they want to get out of the rain for sure. Let's keep reading. That's just the rumble of thunder, my dear. It's too loud. I'm afraid. Oh, it's only a sound. Thunder stomps, thunder stumbles and bumbles around. Okay, so let's think about realistic fiction. We know that realistic fiction are stories that are made up with characters that act like real people. In the story, the girl is afraid because of the thunder being so loud. The girl is acting like a real child by being afraid of the thunder. Sometimes kids are afraid of thunder. So this makes sense for realistic fiction because the characters are acting like people do in real life. What is it doing? It's racing up high, chasing the lightning all over the sky. But lightning's too tricky. It starts and it stops. It flashes and dashes between the raindrops. Wow, look at this great illustration of the lightning. We can see that the lightning is bright and it's making some crooked lines across the sky. What will the turtles do? Oh, don't you fret. Turtles like being outside when it's wet. Like ducks? Yes, ducks paddle in water all day. Puddles are ducks' favorite place to play. So we read that the ducks like to paddle all day. I can see their feet in the pictures. I close my eyes and I can make a picture in my mind of the duck's feet moving quickly under the water. They are swimming and they're happy. This helps me to understand what ducks like to do when it's raining. What about chipmunks? They snuggle together deep in their burrows in wet, windy weather. Now, I'm going to read that sentence one more time. They snuggle together deep in their burrows in wet, windy weather. Think about this word burrows. What do you think a burrow is? You can even use the picture to help you. Good. A burrow is a hole dug deep in the ground. And in their burrow, the chipmunks can stay safe from the wet, windy weather. Let's keep reading. And birds? Where do birds go? Beneath mama's wings, when rains fall and winds blow, the mama bird sings. Hush, little chickadees, never you fear. There, you're safe now, and I am right here. We're comfy inside. Yes, we'll stay dry and warm, cozy together here out of the storm. Tomorrow the sun will shine, then we'll go play. We'll splash in the pond like the ducks do all day. But for now, let's just watch. It's a wonder to see. I am so glad I have you to share it with me. So, this page is a nice, cozy feeling page. The mother and her daughter are comfortable inside. They're safe from the storm. They're spending time together and enjoying watching the storm as it rains down. So come, darling buttercup, here where it's warm, like chickadee babies, we're safe from the storm. While winds blow and rains fall, we'll wait out the weather. So this is another page that makes sense for realistic fiction. The girl and her mother go in the house when the storm comes. In real life, people would go to someplace safe and dry to get out of the storm and wait until it's over. Cozy as bunnies. Yes, snuggling together. How do you think the girl and her mother feel? Yeah, look at the picture. To me, they look very safe and happy. They're smiling, they're holding each other. It looks like they're really enjoying spending time together, sitting near a window and watching the storm safely. And that is the end of our story, Waiting Out the Storm. I really like this story because it showed us some real things that people might do together when a storm comes. I want you to think about what you would do when a storm comes and how your family spends time during a storm. Thanks for listening to our story, and I really hope you enjoyed listening to it.